Assalamu alaikum dear friends. I am Saqib Wasi, your maths teacher, and my YouTube channel name is Maths Sarkar. Okay dear friends, we have a question topic regarding about the trigonometry and its subtopic is equation solving. Um, Previous we have to solve the from interval 0 to 360. Here interval is 0 to 720. Cos of x equal to 1 by 2. We know that we have to convert it into the alpha and cos inverse 1 by 2. So here we get the answer is 60. Okay dear friend, I hopefully you can understand it very easily. Now we know that cos is positive at first quadrant and fourth quadrant. For first quadrant, here we write it cos is positive first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Here for first quadrant and fourth quadrant. For first quadrant, we get the answer is theta equal to alpha. It's mean x equal to 60 degree. Okay, dear friends. Now for fourth quadrant, we have to write it 360 minus alpha. Alpha is 60 degree. So we get 360 minus 60. We have the answer is 300. Hopefully dear students you have to understand it this part. Now one more thing is this interval. Look, this interval is 720. If 720, we know that 720 means it's one circle is complete. Now it start again for the second quadrant, for the second interval. Okay, now how we write it? The answer is we have to write it. One answer is you have a 60, second answer is 300. At third answer, what would the third answer? If we complete it this way, look this one. If we complete it now, look this one. This is our 360. After 360 we have to add more 60. After 300 we have to add 360 more. Okay, simply that we got the answer is 300 and 360 plus 60 we get the answer is 420. Simple is that we have to add 360 at here. Now again we have to add this because after going 360, here 90 add, then 90 add, then 90 add, then more we have to complete. When we add it 300 plus 360, we got the answer is 360 and 300 is we have 660. Hopefully you have to understand these questions. Question number 2. Here we have a question is tan of x equal to 1 by square root 3 and minus 180 less than x less than 360. Okay dear student, how we solve this question? This is simply that this at here it will be tan inverse 1 by square root 3. What's the answer is 1 by square root 3. At this quadrant we have to write it, it will be 30 degree. Okay, now we know that at which quadrant tan is positive and which quadrant tan is negative. Okay, we know that tan is positive at first quadrant and tan is positive third quadrant. Okay, we know that, and this is simple theta equal to alpha, and here is we write it theta equal to 180 plus alpha. Okay, now move forward here. Our x is first answer is we have if we start from here, we got the answer is 30 degree. Now and when we move forward from here to here, we get the answer is 180 plus 30, we get the answer is 210. But when we look over this interval, this is there is minus 180. So we will go for the against this rotation. We will go for x clockwise this way. No, no. From here, it from negative. This quadrant is 0. This quadrant is minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, and minus 360. Okay, we start from here. This is our first quadrant. Then move for the second quadrant. So we know that second quadrant, the answer is 180 minus alpha. 180 minus alpha is 30, so we get the answer is 150. So it is a 150, but here sign will be changed. Why sign the change? Because it is moving toward the clockwise rotation, so it there is we got the negative. Okay, dear student, I hopefully you can understand this question's difficulty level. Okay, now, okay, we have a next question is tan x equal to square root 3 and its interval is minus 360 less than theta less than 720. Okay, we have to find the here is alpha. We have a tan inverse square root 3. I have to zoom this idea. Okay, now we get the alpha is 60 degree. We know that tan is positive at first and third quadrant, this way and this way. Tan is positive at first and third quadrant. If we start from here, here is first quadrant, we know that there is no change, so we have to write it uh, x equal to 60 degree. Okay, now we have to start from first quadrant to third quadrant. We get the answer is, because at third quadrant we know that 180 plus alpha, so 180 plus 60, we get the answer is 240. Now what third is, now third one is, we have, if we start from here, because the interval is 720, so it we start from here, moving here and complete it here first circle and add 60, so 360 plus 60, we get the answer is 420. Simple that we just add here 360 only. Now similarly, when we add 240, next one is, because it this one is going from here, we have to complete 360. Now we have to go to the add more 240, or we can easily write it plus 360. Both these are things right, so we get the answer is 780. Okay, if we look at our interval is 720, not 780, so this answer is, we just ignore this answer. Okay, this one is this, all these questions for the positive interval. Now move forward, we have a negative interval for this purpose. Now I have to write it again. Okay, dear students, this is our first quadrant and this is our third quadrant. But here is for negativity, negative 360, we have to start at 0, minus 90, minus 180, minus 270, and minus 360. We have to write it minus 360. Okay, we start from here and go to here. So our first answer is for second quadrant. There, this one is second quadrant. For second quadrant is, we know that 180 minus alpha. 180 minus alpha means 60 degree, so we get the answer is 120. Okay, now this is not one, no, positive 120, this is minus 120. Why is negative minus 20? Because we have moved toward, uh, we have to move clockwise directions. Now again we will start from here and go to the our fourth quadrant, because it this one first, this one second, this one is third, this one is fourth. For fourth quadrant we write it 360 minus alpha. So 360 minus alpha mean 60 degree. So here answer is minus 300. So we have to write our answer into this form: minus 120 minus 300, 60, 240 and 420. Okay dear students, you have to understand this difficulty level of questions. Okay, now we have to move our fourth question. What is the fourth question? We have how to write our fourth question is this one is okay. We have to write it cos 2x 2x equal to 1 by 2, or interval is 0 less than x less than 360. Okay, no, look this one, there is 2x. Okay, first of all we have to deal to this for interval. We have to multiply by 2. So when we multiply by 0 we get the 0, when we multiply by x we get the 2x, and when we multiply the 360 we get the 720. Now actually we have a, this is our interval. Okay, how to deal this one? We have to write it alpha, here cos inverse 1 by 2. Okay, now alpha is, we got the answer is 60 degree. It's very simple. Okay dear friend. Okay, we have cos is positive at first quadrant, and cos is positive at fourth quadrant. We have a cos at first quadrant and cos is positive at fourth quadrant. Okay, now how to solve this question from here? If we start from here, this will be 60. Our answer is 2x, because here is 2x and we have to write here 2x. Okay, 2x, it will be 60. Okay, now we will go forward. If we start from here and go to the fourth quadrant, for the fourth quadrant we get 360 minus 60, we get the answer is 300. Okay, so our answer is 300. Now this is our, we have to move forward, because this is, I have to change the color is now. No, because our interval is 720. Okay, we start from here. Here we have start from here, and this is complete one cycle. Okay, 360. 360, when we add 360 more 60 added. Okay, simple is that we have to add, here the answer is 360. 60 plus 360, we get the answer is 420. Okay dear student, you have to understand this question. Now move forward. Now if we add 360 plus 300 plus 360, we get the answer is 660. Okay, after we have moved forward, so our range will be exceed by 4 720. So these are our answers. Okay, but one more thing is, because this is 2x, we need the only x answer. Okay, x, if we this 60 divided by 2, 300 divided by 2, 420 divided by 2, 660 divided by 2. We get the answer is 30 degree, 150 degree, 420 means 420 means we have get it uh, 210, 210, and here is 330. We get the all these answers. Hopefully dear student you can understand this difficulty level of questions. Okay, we will move forward. We have a question is sine 2x 1 by 2, and the interval we have 0 less than x less than 360. Okay dear students, how to deal this question, because here is 2, so you have to multiply by 2. We get the answer is 0, 2x, and 360 multiplied by the answer is 720, and alpha is we got the answer is sine inverse 1 by 2, and we get the answer is 30 degree. Okay, next we write it 2x equal to sine is positive at first and second quadrant, first and second quadrant. Okay, now we have to start from here. This is 30 degree, we have to write it, it's 30 degree. Now if we move from here to here, we get the answer is 150. Why 150? Because 180 minus alpha, 180 minus 30, the answer is 150. Now we have to move next directions. Next direction is because at we just add the 30 degree 30, because if we add 3c, because look at this one, there is complete over one cycle, then add 30 degree. So simple that we have also write it into this form. You just 30 add 360, you got the answer is 390. Okay dear student, now you have to add more 360 degree, you get the answer is 510. Okay dear student, you have understand these questions. Now we find here x. Okay, x 30 divided by 2, we get the answer is 15. 150 divided by 2, the answer is 75. 390, 195, and 510, 225. Okay, we have to complete these questions. Now we have to start move forward, and we have one more check that 510 divided by 2, the answer is 2 ones are 2 2 2 5 1 2 5. Sorry dear student, this is 2 to 5, the answer is 2 5 5. Okay, this is our answer. uh, Question number 6. Okay, the answer is question is cos 2x plus 60 degree equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so okay, wait a minute, I just have to move it here. Yes, okay, here you have 0, 0 less than and equal to x less than equal to 180 degree. Okay, um, we got the answer is alpha. First of all, we have to note about the interval. Here if we multiply by 2, we get the answer is 0 less than equal to 2x less than equal to 360, because here is 2x, we have to convert it into the 2x. Now further add 60, add 60, we get the answer is 60 at left hand side, 2x plus 60 less than 360 plus 60, we get the answer is 420. 60 less than equal to 2x plus 60, and here is 360 plus 60, we get the answer is 420. Hopefully dear student you have to understand this level of difficulty questions. Now move forward. Here is alpha. Alpha is cos inverse 1 by 2. So our answer is cos inverse 1 by 2. We get the answer is 1 by 2. Okay, dear students, we add sixth question. Cos inverse 1 by 2, we get the answer is 60 degree. Okay, now at here we have to write it 2x plus 60 equal to it is cos is positive at first and fourth quadrant. Okay, at first quadrant, if we start from here, we get the answer is 60 degree. Okay, now when we start from first quadrant and move to the fourth quadrant, so here 360 minus 60, we get the answer is 300. Okay, now because our interval is 420, we will move more. Here it's we will move from, we have to complete this one circle and then add 60. Simply that we just add here 360, we get the answer is 420, and 420 is our last limit. Okay, though we have to no need to move next forward. Okay, now how to, actually we have to need the answer is only x. Okay, how we convert it into the x, 2x 60. First of all, we have there is 60 minus 60. Okay, because this 60 is positive and other side it will be negative. 60 minus 60, we get the answer is 0. 300 minus 60, 420 minus 60, so we get the answer is 0. 360 minus 60, we get the answer is 240 and 360. Okay, now we have to divide by 2, because at left side there is 2 and other side, if we divide it by 2, we get the answer is 120 and 180. Hopefully dear student you have to understand this question. We will go forward. Here we have to move forward. Here is next question is uh, question number, last question is 6, so this question will be 7. Cos 2x minus 80 square root 3 by 2. Okay, and its limit is 0 less than x less than 180. Now how we deal this one, because here is 2x minus 3, so also there should be 2x minus 3. For this purpose we have to first of all multiply by 2. We get the answer is 0. 2x 180 multiplied by 2 is 360. Now we have to subtract everywhere 80. Okay, this is minus 80. 2x minus 80, 360 minus 80, we got the answer is I think 280. Okay dear friend, you have to understand this level of question. And here cos inverse square root 3 by 2 and alpha is 30 degree. Okay, this is 2x minus 80. Okay, wait a minute dear friend. 2x minus 80, this is 30. Okay, because we have to write it, our cos is positive first quadrant and fourth quadrant. At first quadrant this is same, and then it move from here to here, so first quadrant it will be 30, because its limit is 280. So when we put the answer is here 360 minus 30, we get the 330. So we don't write to 330 because our limit is here. Look, this one, our limit is at 280. Not we will go next level. Okay. um, After solving this question, now second one is there is limit is minus 80. Now how to deal this one? Okay, just change the color. If we start from clockwise direction, this will be our first way. There is minus 30. When we move forward here to here to here, so we know that it will be to start from the first quadrant and go to the fourth quadrant. So our limit is only 80. No need to move forward from first quadrant to second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. We have the stick stuck on the only first quadrant because its limit is 80 degree. Okay. Now we have to write the answer is 2x at 80. In other side it will be subtract. Okay. Because left side 80 is negative and right side it will be positive. Add to the 30. So 80 minus 30 plus 80. So we get the answer is 80 plus 110. There is 110 minus 30 plus 80. We get the answer is 50. And x is, if we divide by the 5, there is 55 and 25. X, we have the answer is 25 and 55. This is our answer. Hopefully dear student, you have to understand these questions. We will go to the next question. 10 x by 2 and minus square root 3. Okay, how to deal this question, and just write its limit also. 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 500. Okay, how to deal to this interval. Okay, because at here there is x by 2, so you write it here, x by 2, 500 divided by 2, we get the answer is 250. Hopefully dear student, you have to understand the intervals. Now we have to solve our question. Here is 10 x by 2 equal to minus square root 3 by 2. We just change the color. Okay, here is alpha equal to square root 3 by 2. We get the answer is 0.89. Okay, now we know that tan is negative at second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Tan is negative. I have to write tan is negative second and fourth quadrant. Okay, now where is x by 2? We get the answer is, if we start from here first quadrant, we need at 180 minus alpha. So what is 180 minus alpha? We have to write it 139.1. Okay, why here we write it 180 minus alpha? We get the answer 139.1. Now we don't need to move here here because our limit is 270. Okay, so if 270 this is exceed the 250, so we don't need to move from second quadrant to third or fourth quadrant. Okay, we have to stick on the our second quadrant. Here x, this is x, and this 2 multiply by the 139.1. We got the answer is 278.2. Hopefully dear student, you have to understand this level of questions. Here we know student, we have a first question. The first is sine square x plus cos square x equal to 1. This sine square we have to derive two more formulas, 1 minus cos square x. Here next is, if we derive cos square x, here 1 minus sine square x. We have just first time we have to shift by cos square, and second time we have to shift sine square. Okay, now next is we know that sine uh, tan of x equal to sine x over cos x, and also cot x is reciprocal of sine, reciprocal of tan, we have to write it cos x over sine x. Okay, dear friend, you have to understand. Hopefully you have understand this question. Next is we have secant x equal to 1 over cos x, and cosecant x 1 over sine x. Similarly, we have more formulas is secant square x minus 1 equal to tan square x. Also secant square x minus tan square x equal to 1. This is another identity. Um and more we have a formula is we have also write it tan of x equal to 1 over cot x. Similarly, cot of x equal to 1 over tan x. Hopefully you have to understand these questions. We will start some questions of regarding about our trigonometric identities. We have start a very simple question. Prove. Question is prove identities. Our first question is cos of x sine of x divided by tan of x equal to 1 minus sine square x. Dear friends, how to write it this question? Okay, now we have a cos of x sine of x. What is the answer is tan x. We know that I have to write tan of x equal to sine x over cos x. The ratio sin x and cos x is equal to tan x. Here is sin x and here is cos x. Now sin x cos x divided by sin x over cos x, because this portion is divided, we have to write it divided. Okay, sin x cos x, if we in mathematically rules, if we multiply it, and this will be uh, flip their positions. Okay, so this one is sin x, sin x cancel with sin x, so we get the answer is cos x, cos x, it will be cos square x. Okay, and cos square x, we know that the formula is cos square x equal to 1 minus sin square x. The answer is 1 minus sine square x. So we get the answer of 1 minus sine square x. Okay, this is prove our identities. We will start our second part, b part. This is first part, this is second part. Second part is our is 1 minus sine square x divided by cos x, and it will be cos x. Okay, very simple. 1 minus cos square x, this is here we have to write the formula cos square x equal to 1 minus sine square x. Okay, this is initial our identities. Okay, 1 minus sine square is cos square x, and cos x, this cos and these cos are cancelled with each other, so we get the answer is cos x. This is our right hand side. Now we have to move next question. Just add the pages. We have to. Okay, dear friends, we will start from our third question. Third question is tan square x minus sine square x equal to tan square x sine square x. We know that tan square is, our answer is, tan will be sine square over cos square, sine square x over cos square x minus sine square is same pattern. We have to take its LCM. This is nothing, this is 1. We have to LCM, we get the answer is sine square x minus sine square x into cos square x. Okay, now what we are requirement at right hand side, there is only tan square and cos sine square, so we have to write it into sine square. If we take the common sine square x, we get the answer is 1 minus cos square x. Now this is our cos square x. Look this one, these two one, they are divided by each other. Cos square x, 1 minus cos square, we get the answer is sine square. Hopefully dear friend, you have to easily understand it. Sine square over cos square, what's the answer? Tell me. Sine square plus cos square, we get the answer is tan square x. And sine square, what's the answer is sine square is sine square, we get it's our right hand side. So very easy, very simple, just you have to memorize the formula. Okay, some formula is given your formula sheet, you need to understand these questions. Okay. Okay, next one is, we have start from another level of questions, is 1 over cos. Our question number 4, 1 over cos minus cos x equal to sin x tan x. So our answer is cos x cos square x. Just take its LCM. Okay, take to left hand side. So 1 minus cos square, it will be sin square x cos x, but right side we need this way. So we have to write sin x into sin x. We have to split sin. So this sine over cos, it will be tan x, and this is sin x. Oh, we have to prove this one, tan x sin x, we have to prove right hand side. Okay, dear student, hopefully you have to understand these questions. Okay, dear student, we have to solve this question, how to prove this identity. For this purpose, use we have to open this question, 1 plus sin x 1 plus sin x. So we know that the identity open is 1 square sin square x plus 2 sin x. Okay, now we have to solve. Next one is plus 1 plus sin x 1 square plus sin square x minus 2 sin x. Okay, now we have plus 2 cos square x. Okay, how to solve this one? Here one is similar, sine square x plus 2 sine of x. Next one is this one, plus 1 square sine square x minus 2 sine x plus 2 cos square x. Now if we look this one, 1 plus 1, it will be 2. Sine square x plus sine square x, it will be 2 sine square x, 2 sin x minus 2 cos x. This will be cancelled with each other. So next one is 2 cos square x plus 2 cos square x plus 2 cos square x. Now this is 2 at the from here to here. These two will be common. Take common. Sine square x cos square x, 2 plus 2 sine square plus cos square, it will be 1. The answer is 4. Okay, we have to solve. Next question is, we have a question number 6. The question is 6 is, we have cos square x minus sine square x equal to 1 minus 2 sine square x. Okay, how we solve this one? Look, this one, there is sine square, so we have to convert. There is no cos square x at right hand side, so we will convert the cos square x. Because there is no cos square x, we have to convert every value into the sine x. Okay, cos square x, we know that from identity or first formula, cos square is 1 minus sine square x. We know that cos square x, I have to write it, cos square x equal to 1 minus sine square x. Okay, now minus sine square x is same as it is, we have to write it 1 minus sine square x minus sine square x, 1 minus 2 sine square x. This is our answer from right hand side. Okay, now move forward. Our next question is um, cos square x. We have next question is cos square x. The question is sin x over 1 plus cos x plus 1 plus cos of x divided by sine of x equal to 2 sine of x. How we solve this question? Okay, dear student, we have to convert it into the next page. Wait a minute, I have to copy and move here. Next page. This is our 7 question. Okay, now how to solve this one? First of all, we have to take LCM from left hand side. 1 plus cos of x sine of x. 1 plus cos x, it will be sine square x. Sine, we get the answer is sine, we get 1 plus cos of square. Now sine square x plus 1 square cos square x plus 2 cos of x. We have to open the formula is similarly, I have to write it here, because this is a plus b square. The answer is a square plus 2ab plus b square plus b square. Have to write it here. This is the formula. This is our a, this is our b square, then 2ab, we get this answer. Okay, hopefully you have to understand this one. Now 1 plus cos x sin x, sin square plus cos square, it will be sin square plus cos square x plus 1 plus 2 cos x, 1 plus cos of x sin x. Sin square plus cos square, it will be 1. We have to know about the sin square plus cos square, it will be 1. Okay, plus 1 plus 2 cos of x, we got 1 plus cos of x into sin of x. 1 plus 1, it will be 2, plus 2 cos of x. 1 plus cos of x, it will be sine of x. We got the answer is here is 2 will be common. 1 plus cos of x divided by 1 plus cos of x into sine of x. This 1 plus cos, this 1 plus cos, which are cancelled, so we get 2 sine of x. We got the answer. This is what required. So dear friend, we have to